Fight diabetes. Drink this every day and the sugar will disappear. Do you feel like your body doesn't respond like it used to? Have you noticed that even with small care, your blood sugar seems out control? Maybe there's a reason no one told you and a natural solution that's closer than you think. In this video, you're going to understand what's really sabotaging your blood sugar balance and discover a different, doable, and life-changing path. A path that doesn't rely on magic formulas but on the right, consistent choices that are surprisingly accessible. There's a simple drink which many have called miraculous, capable of helping stabilize blood sugar levels. But before revealing what this drink is, you'll learn about other foods that have shown real results in fighting blood sugar imbalance. Every detail shown here could be the key to reversing the situation that today seems impossible to control. Get ready to rethink your routine, rediscover ingredients, and maybe even completely change how you deal with your health. If you want a life with more energy, balance, and less sugar circulating in your blood, stick around until the end. What will be revealed might transform your relationship with food and with your body. Number 10. Okra. Few foods are as underestimated as okra, especially when we talk about glucose control. It might not be everyone's favorite taste-wise, but its nutritional makeup makes it a true ally in fighting diabetes. Rich in soluble fiber, okra acts as a natural glucose modulator, helping slow down its absorption in the intestine. This means fewer sugar spikes in the blood, which is crucial for people living with type 2 diabetes. But what makes this vegetable even more special is the presence of masic, a gelatinous substance that forms a kind of barrier in the digestive system, reducing how fast sugar enters the bloodstream. This masic effect is so important that many people adopt the famous okra water as a daily practice. The technique is simple: cut some okra pods, soak them in water overnight, and drink this liquid on an empty stomach in the morning. Science is still investigating the full extent of this practice's benefits, but many reports point to notable improvements in blood sugar control over time. The important thing here is to understand that okra doesn't act as a standalone miracle drug, but as part of a balanced and smart dietary routine. Besides controlling glucose, okra also has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory effects. These properties are fundamental to preventing common diabetes complications, like damage to blood vessels and nerves. That's because excess sugar in the blood increases systemic inflammation, making the body more vulnerable. Including protective foods like okra is a powerful strategy to keep the body balanced, and all this without relying exclusively on medications, which is good news for those seeking more autonomy in treatment. Another important point is okra's versatility in the kitchen. It can be sautéed, roasted, steamed, or even used in soups and broths. For those who dislike its slimy texture, there are simple techniques to reduce this characteristic, like soaking it with vinegar or lemon before cooking.
What you can do is miss out on this vegetable due to pure food prejudice. After all, we're talking about a food that acts directly on metabolic health, naturally and affordably.
Here's a practical tip: try combining okra with other fiber-rich vegetables or sources of lean protein. This boosts satiety and helps control appetite throughout the day. A plate of okra with grilled chicken or boiled eggs, for example, can be an excellent option for a balanced meal. Small changes in your diet can result in big transformations in your energy levels and blood sugar control. Number 9. Peanuts. Peanuts might seem like just a regular snack, but they are much more than that. When consumed correctly, without salt, sugar, and in modern amounts, they become a true shield against glucose spikes. Rich in monounsaturated fats, fiber, and protein, peanuts have the ability to lower the glycemic index of meals. That means they slow down how fast carbohydrates are turned into sugar in the blood, promoting greater blood sugar stability. Besides that, the presence of high-quality plant protein in peanuts helps increase satiety. This means less hunger during the day and a lower chance of snacking on sugary or refined flour foods. And when we talk about controlling diabetes, avoiding these hunger and glucose swings is one of the most effective strategies. Swapping that afternoon snack for a moderate portion of peanuts can help keep your energy level stable and your blood sugar under control. Another little-known benefit of peanuts is their effect on reducing insulin resistance. Research shows that frequent consumption is associated with better function of this essential hormone. When insulin works properly, the body can process glucose more efficiently, avoiding sugar buildup in the blood. This action is crucial for people living with type 2 diabetes or at risk of developing the condition. Peanuts are also a source of magnesium, a mineral that plays an important role.
In glucose metabolism, magnesium deficiency is common in people with diabetes, which can worsen the condition and make disease control harder.
Including foods that supply this mineral is a natural way to support metabolic balance and pancreas health. But it's always good to remember, peanuts should be eaten raw or roasted without added salt, sugar, or refined vegetable oils. To make it easier to add peanuts to your diet, they can be used in salads, natural yogurts, or simply as a snack between meals. The secret is moderation and consciously choosing the most natural version possible. That way you turn a simple food into a powerful ally against glucose imbalance. A small portion of day can already bring significant benefits. Number 8. Broccoli. Among green vegetables, broccoli holds a prominent place when we talk about metabolic health. It's not only nutritious, it's functional. One of its biggest strengths is a compound called sulforaphane, which has proven
effects in improving insulin sensitivity. That means the body starts using insulin better, making it easier to transport glucose into cells and, consequently, lowering blood sugar levels.
In addition, sulforaphane has anti-inflammatory action, something vital for people living with diabetes. Chronic inflammation is one of the factors that contribute to insulin resistance and worsening of disease complications. By eating broccoli regularly, you're acting directly at the root of the problem, helping calm this silent inflammatory process that damages tissues and organs over time. Another relevant point is broccoli's high fiber content. These fibers help digestion, control cholesterol, and mainly regulate glucose release after meals. That's because they slow down how fast the body absorbs carbohydrates, preventing blood sugar spikes, and more. Fibers also promote satiety, reducing cravings for sugary foods between meals. Broccoli also provides a good dose of chromium, a mineral that acts directly in modulating blood sugar levels. Studies suggest chromium helps boost insulin action, making cells more responsive to this hormone. So besides being a low-carb food, broccoli contributes to hormonal system efficiency. It's important to vary how you prepare broccoli to enjoy all its benefits without getting tired of it. It can be eaten raw in salads, lightly steamed or sautéed with olive oil and garlic. The trick is not to overcook it so its nutrients stay intact. And if possible, eat it with a good fat source like olive oil or avocado to increase antioxidant absorption. For all these reasons, broccoli should be a guaranteed presence on the plate of anyone wanting to naturally control diabetes. A versatile, powerful vegetable capable of transforming your health with every bite. Number 7. Raw or lightly cooked garlic. If there's a food with multiple therapeutic functions, it's garlic. Used for centuries in traditional medicine, it's one of the most potent ingredients when it comes to glucose control. Rich in sulfur compounds like allicin, garlic directly improves insulin sensitivity and lowers blood sugar levels. Studies show that regular garlic consumption can lead to significant reductions in fasting blood sugar. Besides that, garlic is a powerful natural vasodilator. That means it helps improve blood circulation, which is essential for people with diabetes who often face blood vessel problems, mainly in the feet and extremities. By improving blood flow, garlic also supports more efficient nutrient and oxygen transport, eating cell regeneration, and preventing complications. Another benefit of garlic is its blood pressure lowering effect. Painsegen is a condition commonly linked to diabetes and can worsen cardiovascular risks. By dilating blood vessels, garlic helps normalize blood pressure, reducing heart overload. Though a simple clove of garlic a day can make a huge difference in your overall health. To get its benefits, it's best eat garlic raw or lightly cooked. Excessive heat can destroy some of the active compounds responsible for its medicinal effects. A practical tip is to crush the garlic and let it rest for a few minutes before eating. This process activates enzymes that boost its action. You can add raw garlic to sauce, salads, or as a finishing seasoning on soups and veggies. Garlic also has antimicrobial and antifungal properties, making it useful in preventing infections. People with diabetes are more susceptible to skin and mucosal infections, and
adding garlic to the diet is a natural way to strengthen the immune system. It's a simple, accessible, and incredibly effective food. Number 6. Sweet potato.
Sweet potato is one of the best carbohydrate options for those needing to control blood sugar, and it's no coincidence. Unlike refined carbohydrates, it has a lower glycemic index, which means it releases glucose into the blood slowly and gradually. This avoids the dreaded sugar spikes, contributing to a more stable metabolism throughout the day. It's like providing energy in gentle doses, not all at once, like white bread or refined rice. This food is also rich in fiber, especially when eaten with the skin. Fibers help slow digestion and carbohydrate absorption, complementing its positive effect on glucose control. Moreover, fibers provide greater satiety, which is key to avoiding unnecessary snacks and food binges, common challenges for those dealing with diabetes. But sweet potatoes' benefits don't stop there. It also contains antioxidants like carotenoids, which help fight inflammation, and oxidative stress. These two conditions are directly linked to worsening diabetes and its complications. Keeping inflammation in check means protecting the whole body, including heart, kidneys, and vision areas, especially vulnerable in people with high blood sugar. Another interesting advantage is sweet potatoes' versatility. It can be baked, steamed, added to salads, served as a side with lean proteins, or even mashed for lighter meals. The only recommendation is to avoid fried preparations, which add unnecessary fats and cancel out part of its benefits. When combined with protein and good fats, the glucose-controlling effect is even stronger. If you're looking for a healthy alternative to replace rice or bread in some meals, sweet potato might be your best ally. And since it's naturally sweet, it still pleases the palate without needing added sugar or artificial sweeteners. Its flavor and health in the same spoonful. Number 5. Apple with skin. The apple is more than a practical fruit for everyday life. It's a powerful ally in diabetes control, and the secret is in the skin, often discarded out of habit or lack of information. Apple skin is rich in pectin, a soluble fiber that delays sugar digestion and controls glucose release in the blood. This effect makes the apple a true natural filter capable of softening the glycemic impact of meals. Besides pectin, the apple contains antioxidants like quercetin, which protect body cells against damage caused by excess sugar and free radicals. This is especially important for those diabetes, since high glucose levels can speed up cell aging and increase heart disease risk. These antioxidant compounds also reduce inflammation, another crucial factor in maintaining metabolic health. Another relevant aspect is the apple's ability to promote satiety. Being rich in fiber and containing a balanced amount of natural fructose, it helps control appetite without sharply raising blood sugar levels. Eating an apple between meals, or as blood sugar stable throughout the day. The apple's practicality also deserves mention. Easy to carry, no immediate refrigeration needed, and can be eaten whole in natural juices, salads, or even in baked recipes without sugar. Including this fruit in your routine is a straightforward way to add more nutrients and fibers to your diet. But attention, it's ideal to choose organic apples or wash them very well, especially if you plan to eat the skin. This way you get all the fiber benefits and avoid contact with pesticides that might be present in conventional crops. Number 4. Cucumber. Light, refreshing, and highly hydrating. Cucumber is one of those foods that often go unnoticed, but that offer huge
benefits for those wanting to balance blood sugar levels. Mostly made of water, it helps keep the body hydrated, which is fundamental for proper kidney function and toxin elimination, including excess glucose.
Cucumber is naturally low in calories and carbohydrates, making it an ideal choice for snacks, salads, and juices. Additionally, it contains small amounts of fiber and antioxidants that help with glucose control and inflammation reduction. Regular consumption can help the body better handle excess sugar while promoting more efficient digestion. Another positive point of cucumber is its diuretic action. It helps fight bloating by promoting the elimination of retained liquids, which can indirectly contribute to blood pressure control, a condition often associated with diabetes. And more, this diuretic property also facilitates body cleansing, allowing it to work more efficiently in regulating sugar. Being an alkaline food, cucumber also helps balance the body's pH, reducing acidity caused by sugar-rich diets, red meat, or ultra-processed foods. Maintaining this balance is essential to avoid toxic residue buildup that harms pancreas function and complicates blood sugar control. Its use in the kitchen is incredibly versatile. It can be eaten raw in salads, detox juices, natural pickles, or as a base for healthy spreads. Beyond all that, cucumber adds freshness and crunch, enhancing meal flavors without adding calories or sugar. And since we're talking about foods that do wonders for your sugar, stay tuned. In the last chapter, we'll reveal the drink that promises to make sugar disappear, a real natural boost that can transform your health. Number 3. Brazil nuts. Among all nuts available, Brazil nuts stand out for their richness in selenium, an essential mineral with powerful antioxidant properties. This micronutrient is fundamental for good thyroid function and also plays a role in hormonal regulation, something that directly influences insulin action in the body. Keeping hormonal balance is one of the key factors for the body to decide. Selenium. Brazil nuts are source of good fats, those that help keep cholesterol balanced and reduce inflammatory processes in the body. And as we've seen, fighting inflammation is a central strategy in managing type 2 diabetes, which is closely linked to chronic inflammation in the body. Each nut, although small, is packed with nutrients that help a healthier metabolic response. Another highlight is its action on insulin resistance. Studies indicate that moderate nut consumption is linked to improved insulin sensitivity, making glucose transport more effective. This naturally lowers blood sugar levels steadily without causing spikes or sudden drops that affect energy and well-being. However, it's important to emphasize Brazil nuts are very calorie-dense and extremely rich in selenium. Therefore, consumption should be moderate. Generally, 1 or 2 nuts a day are enough to get all their benefits without exceeding recommended limits. Eating too many can cause adverse effects, like fat accumulation or even selenium poisoning in extreme cases. They can be added to snacks, salad, smoothies, or eaten alone, quickly and easily. Because of their mild flavor and crunchy texture, they're easily accepted by people of all ages. A small food, but with a huge impact on the health of those looking to control blood sugar. Number 2. Eggs. Eggs are one of nature's most complete foods, and when it comes to blood sugar control, they also play an important role. Rich in high-quality protein, eggs help maintain satiety longer and reduce the glycemic impact of meals. That's because protein slows down carbohydrate absorption, avoiding sugar spikes after eating. Besides protein, eggs contain choline, an essential nutrient for brain health, and proper liver function, a fundamental organ in glucose control and insulin production. The presence of B-complex vitamins, especially B12, also supports proper nervous system functioning and energy metabolism. In other words, eggs don't just keep sugar in check, but help the body run efficiently. Another important point is that eggs contain antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect the eyes from common diabetes complications such as diabetic retinopathy. This makes eggs a long-term ally for preserving vision, especially when consumed as part of a balanced diet. To get all these benefits, how you prepare them matters. Prefer boiled, poached, or scrambled eggs without oil. Avoid frying or adding fatty processed cheeses, which compromise the nutritional quality of the meal. Combine with vegetables or good fat source. Eggs become a powerful base for a functional breakfast or dinner. Convenience is also on your side. Eggs are easy to prepare, cheap, and accessible. 1 or 2 a day as part of a balanced diet can significantly help control blood sugar and increase energy throughout the day. Simple, effective, and very nutritious. Number 1. Cinnamon and ginger tea. We've reached the big secret of this video. The miraculous drink that's gaining space among natural methods to reduce blood sugar is cinnamon and ginger tea. This simple yet powerful combination brings together thermogenic, anti-inflammatory, and glucose-regulating properties all in one cup. And the best part, it's easy to make, affordable, and can be consumed daily. Cinnamon by itself is already known for its ability to mimic insulin action, facilitating glucose entry into cells and lowering its concentration in the blood. It also helps slow carbohydrate digestion, preventing blood sugar spikes after meals. Additionally, its antioxidant compounds help fight inflammation that directly affects insulin resistance. Ginger is a real metabolism booster. It speeds up digestion, improves circulation, and has anti-inflammatory effects that perfectly complements cinnamon's benefits. Furthermore, ginger improves insulin sensitivity and helps reduce oxidative stress, 2 crucial factors to keep glucose under control. Together, cinnamon and ginger form a functional and delicious combo The ideal way to prepare the tea is with cinnamon sticks and slices of fresh ginger. Boil the water with these ingredients for minutes, let it rest, and drink warm after main meals. This avoids sudden glucose rises and promotes lighter digestion. It's important not to sweeten the tea with sugar, and if you want a gentle sweet touch, opt for a drop of honey or a natural sweetener in moderation. Including this drink in your daily routine can be a simple but very effective step in diabetes control. It doesn't replace medications or medical supervision, but serves as a powerful reinforcement within a natural and conscious health strategy. And now that you know the 10 foods in the drink that help reduce glucose naturally, in the next section, we'll talk about some simple and effective habits that can make all the difference in your blood sugar control. Ready to transform your routine? Then keep going with me. Habit 6. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Water is one of the simplest and most powerful tools for those seeking to keep blood sugar under control. Staying hydrated allows the knees to work properly, facilitating the elimination of excess sugar through urine. When the body is well hydrated, blood also flows more easily, which favors glucose transport to cells and prevents overload in the body. Drinking water regularly is a basic action that can have profound effects on metabolic health. In addition, hydration directly influences the body's ability to use insulin effectively. A dehydrated body tends to accumulate sugar in the blood because there is less fluid available to dilute and carry this glucose. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps keep blood sugar stable, especially between meals. Another important point is that thirst is often confused with hunger. This confusion can lead to unnecessary food consumption, including sugary foods. Having a water bottle nearby and drinking even before feeling thirsty can help avoid these mistakes. The feeling of fullness promoted by water also contributes to more people is 2.5 liters of water, adjusting according to climate, physical activity, and individual needs. Pure water should be the main hydration source, but unsweetened natural teas can also help. Avoid sodas and industrialized drinks, which do the opposite of what your body needs. If you don't have the habit of drinking water regularly, start slowly. Set fixed times to drink water, like when waking up before meals and before sleeping. Creating this routine is an efficient way to keep the body functional and balanced. Habit 5. Take light walks after meals. Did you know that walking for just 10 to 15 minutes after a meal can significantly reduce blood sugar spikes? This simple practice activates your muscles, which start using the available glucose in the blood as an energy source. The result is a natural and controlled drop in sugar levels without needing
Extra medication or major diet changes. Walking also improves insulin sensitivity, meaning the body responds better to this hormone, facilitating glucose transport into cells.
This efficiency reduces the risk of insulin resistance, one of the main causes of type 2 diabetes. And more, the beneficial effect of walking can last for several hours after the meal. Besides metabolic benefits, walking promotes mental and physical well-being. Moving after eating avoids the heavy feeling, improves digestion, and helps control body weight. For those who find it hard to practice more intense exercises, this light walk can be the ideal starting point for more active life. You don't need equipment or gym for this. Just put on comfortable shoes and walk around the block, the yard, or even inside the house if necessary. The important thing is to keep your body moving lightly and continuously. Regularity is more important than intensity here, and don't be fooled, even these light walks are enough to bring great benefits. They reduce insulin needs after meals and help control blood sugar naturally. For people living with diabetes or wanting to prevent the disease, this habit can make all the difference. Habit 4. Sleep well. Quality sleep is one of the most ignored pillars when it comes to blood sugar control. Poor sleep, whether in amount or quality, directly affects the hormones responsible for appetite, satiety, and glucose metabolism. When the body doesn't rest enough, it goes into alert mode, increasing cortisol production, the stress hormone, which in turn raises blood sugar levels. Moreover, sleep deprivation affects insulin action. During the night, it's during deep sleep that the body carries out a series of regulatory processes, including improving insulin sensitivity. Sleeping little, or in a fragmented way, interrupts these processes and contributes to insulin resistance. That's why bad nights of sleep are associated with increased risk of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. Good sleep also regulates hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin. When we sleep little, ghrelin, which stimulates appetite, goes up, and leptin, which signals fullness, goes down. This creates a vicious cycle of constant hunger and craving for calorie-dense and sugary foods, compromising blood sugar control. To improve sleep, establish a routine with fixed times to sleep and wake up. Then, even on weekends, avoid stimulants at night, like caffeine and electronic devices, and try to create a dark, quiet, and comfortable environment to sleep. Relaxation techniques like meditation or deep breathing can also help. If you feel your sleep is not restorative, it's worth investigating causes like sleep apnea, which is common in people with overweight and diabetes. Treating these conditions is essential for long-term blood sugar control. Habit 3. Keep fixed meal times. Maintaining regular meal times may seem simple, but has a profound impact on blood sugar regulation. Our body works in cycles, and insulin, the central hormone for blood sugar control, also responds better when there's predictability in eating. Always eating at the same times helps the body prepare to release insulin more effectively, reducing the risk of sugar spikes and sudden drops. When meals happen chaotic, the body is constantly surprised and has to react urgently. This creates hormonal imbalance and overloads the pancreas responsible for insulin production. Over time, this overload can lead to insulin resistance, when the main causes of type 2 diabetes. Another benefit of fixed meal times is appetite control. Eating regularly avoids exaggerated hunger episodes, which often result in poor food choices like sugary and fatty foods. When the body gets used to a food pattern, it feels less need for impulsive compensation. An organized eating routine also favors digestion and improves intestinal function, which indirectly helps blood sugar control. Eating at defined times promotes a more efficient metabolism and helps the body maintain energy levels throughout the day without swings. Set times for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks if necessary. Try to keep an average gap of 3 to 4 hours between meals, avoiding long fasting periods or an excess of disconnected small meals. Habit 2. Include fiber in every meal. Fibers are true allies in fighting blood sugar imbalance. They act as a natural barrier in the digestive process, slowing carbohydrate absorption and preventing sudden blood sugar spikes. Including fiber-rich foods in every meal is one of the most effective strategies to keep sugar levels stable throughout the day. Soluble fibers present in fruits with skin, vegetables, oats, and legumes form a porm gel in the stomach that slows digestion and promotes satiety. This avoids overeating and prolongs energy release. Insoluble fibers found seeds, grains, and raw vegetables favor intestinal transit and help eliminate toxins, including excess sugar. Another positive point of fibers is their effect on gut microbiota. A healthy gut directly influences the body's inflammatory response, which in turn affects insulin sensitivity. So by eating more fiber, you're not only controlling blood sugar, but also strengthening your defense system and regulating essential metabolic processes. To increase fiber intake, start the day with whole grains, include salads and main meals, and prefer fruits with skin as dessert. Add seeds like chia, flax, or sesame yogurt, soups, and natural juices. And don't forget to drink water, as fibers need hydration to work properly. Even small changes like swapping white bread for whole grain or adding a spoon of oat bran at lunch already make a significant difference. The secret is consistency and variety. Habit 1. Practice deep breathing and managed stress. Chronic stress is one of the biggest silent villains in blood sugar imbalance. When the body is constantly tense, it releases more cortisol, the stress hormone, and the problem is that cortisol, in excess, raises blood sugar as a way to prepare the body for an attack. This response, although natural, becomes dangerous when it's activated all the time. That's why learning to control stress is essential to keep blood sugar stable, and one of the most effective, simple, and accessible techniques is deep breathing. Breathing slowly and mindfully activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for calming the body. In just a few minutes, you can feel your heartbeat slow, muscles relax, and mind clear. Practicing this technique daily, even for just 5 minutes, can significantly reduce stress levels and, as a consequence, help control blood sugar. You can do it when waking up, before sleeping, or whenever you feel anxious or irritated. Just breathe deeply through your nose, hold the air for a few seconds, and slowly exhale through your mouth. Besides breathing, other relaxation practices help too. Guided meditation, quiet walks, contact with nature, or even listening to calm music. The important thing is to create moments of pause and self-care in your daily routine. Emotional health has a direct impact on physical health, and people living with diabetes need to understand that body and mind go hand in hand. Taking care of your mind is taking care of your pancreas, insulin, glucose. It's taking care of yourself as a whole. So next time life feels too hectic, stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and remember, your calm is also your treatment. And if you want to keep receiving the best videos for your health, subscribe to the channel, because it only exists for one reason: to make you a healthier person with better quality of life. Helping you is my mission. In the video that's appearing on your screen now, I reveal the vegetable that increases stroke risk overnight. Click on the screen and check it out.